Hi there, it's Naomi here again from Willow Therapeutic Coaching, here to bring you another episode of Your Freedom Steps and explaining a little bit about what it is that we're going to be plunging into. So I had shared earlier that I think any journey of recovery needs to be self-led, so click on that video to watch that if you're interested in hearing more. I also think that any journey of recovery needs to be leading us towards an experience of unburdening, shame and worthlessness. Now, without exception, in my experience of my own recovery and those that I work with, shame and worthlessness is the very beating heart that fuels and drives the addictive behaviour. And in order to recover and to have that recovery be sustainable, those emotions need to be unloaded from the person. Safely, easily, gently, gradually, but unloaded. Now, my original 12-step journey definitely did help with some of this. I felt like I wasn't alone. I felt like I could hear stories from other people that had done the same crazy things that I had done around food, around my relationships, etc., other things. And that spontaneously helped me unburden a lot of shame, actually, that I wasn't the only one to do this, that I could feel like, wow, this is something other human beings do. I wasn't alone anymore. And also I could unburden myself from a lot of resentment through that process as well. Resentment was really tackled and addressed through that process. But what didn't really get touched by the process was finding the origins of this sense that I had that I didn't belong. Maybe it healed some of that, but it didn't really find those times and places in my life where I'd had things happen to me and I'd picked up feelings and beliefs about myself that basically added up to, I don't belong. I don't belong in the human race. I don't deserve to be loved. I don't deserve to be cherished. And I should be scared, because if anyone finds out this horrible truth about me, then I'm going to be just ejected from the human race. And that really was something that as a child I'd picked up due to several things that happened, different messages that had been shared with me, experiences at home, experiences in my school. Now, IFS, internal family systems, when I started to integrate it into my recovery, gently, patiently, curiously and lovingly led me to these places, the kind of gold where parts of me had taken on these addictive behaviours. It led me back to these places. And without being overwhelmed with those feelings of fear and despair and isolation and loneliness and shame and unworthiness, I was able to face those places from a self-energy place, a larger container, a loving place. Now, your freedom steps will be weaving this process of unburdening into the very process, into the fabric of it, because without that, I don't believe that recovery from anything, any addictive cycle, is possible or sustainable. And that allows the system to very much relax and for the long term. So if you like the content that I've shared about your freedom steps and the process of internal family systems therapy, then feel free to press like, subscribe to this channel, share it with anyone that you know. And I also welcome any comments that you want to make and any questions. I will endeavour to reply either through writing or through creating another video. And meanwhile, I'll keep sharing about this process. We're preparing to go into the process of the IFS 12-step reframe that I've created, and I welcome anyone that's interested to stay on board with this journey. So this is Naomi from Willow Therapeutic Coaching, checking in for another episode from Your Freedom Steps.